Keria is going to have so much control of this game with this Poppy wielding this big old hammer. I'm really looking forward to getting into it. Game number 2 right now. And this time, instead of T1 just having the natural lane leads, it is Gen.G in a better position, largely to do with the Gnar on the top side, being able to farm very effectively. This bottom lane's also having a decent time as Ruler Arcane shifting forward is dangerous. Duro actually going to pay for it though as Gumayusi is the one that goes low and first blood goes to the Nautilus. Keria doesn't have flash. He's likely to go down as well, wanting to take Ruler with him, but he holds the barrier and despite the Q he stays alive. But man, this is really going to set the tone for how this game is going to look as Doran is still here on this top side. Ruler gets a ward in as he's looking to actually put the pressure on as Keria shows his position. Remember, the Arcane Shift has already happened, but he still has flash. The flash forward from Doran is going to be ended, and Ruler just puts him down!
Oh man, Ruler is ready to have a fantastic game here in this second one.
But still, 3.5k is nothing to really worry about just yet.
Ooh, Faker might put himself too far forward here.
Yeah, Duro's going to show up, and Kiin was already in position. There's the knockup from the depth charge, and this Ryze is not going anywhere. Tries to realm warp, but that is not happening. And Gen.G going to use this as an opportunity to head towards this Otacon. The rest of them were grouped up, and the rest, you can see Gen.G actually wanting to find a little bit more of a fight before this one happens.
Spell shield's good, but he's still pushed away. But this buys time. Faker has teleport when he respawns here.
Oh dear, Keria might be in trouble. He gets smoked by Canyon as Kiin wants to hop over that wall, finds the boomerang, and I think that Canyon has the damage. True Shot Barrage comes down, but there's the paranoia to try and save, but also kill! As they get on top of Ruler. Ruler is dead to start this off. Doran's flashing away to try and get to safety. Faker is still dead, which is so lucky for Gen.G because otherwise they could have lost the Otacon, and somehow that anchor lands. Doran just trying to survive. He can dash for, you know, about 1 billion miles, but is that enough is the question, as Canyon should have enough damage to take him down, and there it is. Especially with now Otacon being still alive. There is a dragon here as well though, and that is soul point opportunity for Gen.G. They've started this already. And T1, you can see, trying to set up, trying to get into position, but they're on vision here as Gen.G just control this area completely. No way for T1 to get in. They're going to give it up. They do see it go down, but there's no way that they can actually change the outcome.
If Keria had ult, maybe.
Oh, Realm Warp, an opportunity here is once again. It's Ruler in trouble, and he'll just get obliterated. This time, Gen.G in an awkward spot at the same time. Heroic entrance, and Duro is still dead. A double knockup, but Chovy's just giving himself up. Oner down low, but they take down the gargoyle, and T1 say you can take the dragon. I think it's time for Baron.
Okay, they're going to look for this turret as well. A little bit greedy, not quite able to get it, and some extra damage does go on to Keria. Oner fairly low here, and of course doesn't have his ultimate. But they're going to start this up just the same. Ruler is up in 20. Chovy's so long away from respawning that there's no way he's going to be able to TP, and they just need to have a little bit of defense against Canyon.
Yeah, Keeper's Verdict is going to miss, as now let's see whether they can actually hold on to this. It's so dangerous. Gnar is almost there for Kiin. He does get it, but it does not do enough. Canyon gets into the pit, goes untargetable, picks up one, but that is it, and T1 will take the Baron.
T1 sieging, having Oner on this flank.
Oh, another moment for Ruler, unfortunately, in that mid lane. He's just taken out Kiin. Soaks up a lot. We don't really have the withdraws coming in just yet, as I don't know about that one, but still, they dive in. It's a great hook to try and answer, and the Justice Punch is there. The 3-man taunt from Chovy, but remember, he's just picking up little bits of 200 gold from T1, who are now breaking open the Gen.G base. Look at that Rebel Baron power play just explode. 5,300 is the number, as Kiin, nothing he can do. Doran dashing around. He can go home if he'd like to. Faker in here as well as Canyon wanting to try and take him down, but the damage has been done, ladies and gentlemen. Happy 12 Faker, 3-1-5. He was the only gold lead, and now everyone has one.
Everyone's got one on the back of 2 really fantastic plays from T1. No. Stand near Chovy.
We need him to stand near everyone at the same time so that this Nocturne cannot just press R.
It's a valuable ward there for Kiin and Ruler.
Oh, Dredgeline going a little bit wide there as Keria gets in another time, but this time Ruler's able to get out of the way of the public execution. Can he get the damage down? The taunt is fantastic, but Gumayusi gets on top of him. They take down the Nocturne first, so it's Gen.G finding the team fight. Kiin gets in, wallops Gumayusi, who cannot get the DPS, and now he's the only man standing. Gen.G find an angle and fight back.
What a beautiful fight from Gen.G, and it's Keria who starts it off with a knock-up there. Then they look for the follow-up CC. Base in tatters here for Gen.G, but they pick up the soul off of this and will return home to defend this base. One Nexus turret down, but those respawn now. As watch how this starts off. Look at this play from Keria. Looks initially beautiful, gets the knock-up, follow-up from the Nocturne, but he kites back, and this time he's with his team. This time he's got the taunt to back him up. It's a beautiful taunt from Chovy, and Guma tries to make the heroic play to burst him down, but he's unsuccessful. Kiin does work as Ruler returns to the fight and helps clean up. Very close fight there. Fantastic initiation from Keria.
And perhaps that's something worth looking into. But as we can see here, under 2,000 gold, now the lead once again is Oner, possibly caught out. He's got a GA, but he doesn't want to lose that cooldown. True Shot Barrage coming in as Canyon dives on top. They used the paranoia as well, but now Keria looking for an angle. Chovy finds a taunt, but only onto one as Doran gets into that backline on top of Ruler. But now he's got friends. Now he has backup. And even though Canyon falls down, the carries are left alive. And Ruler gets the last laugh in this one. They're obviously looking pretty far forward here as the Fear Tether is going to line up onto Duro as underneath the turret they go. Doran is so incredibly low and still ticking down from that bleed, and that is going to be the turret falling. Kiin now trying to get himself out of there. Look at that huge shield that he picks up with Hysterics. That's now on cooldown, and he's got the Mountain Soul as well, of course. Inhibitor goes down, just war of attrition here being won by Gen.G. They transition it immediately into this turret. Doran doesn't find the public execution, and True Shot Barrage is going to do so much work. Kiin diving on in. I don't know about that one. Heroic entrance though gets Chovy right on top, and they've tried to split up this fight, and Ruler is untouched in the backline. Faker goes golden, but is he going to survive for long enough? He flashes to get a kill onto a Nautilus, but that is not going to change the fates of T1 here. They're looking to try and end it right now, but Keria says no. He's just getting them out of there. Chovy goes golden. Keria is likely to die, but Canyon is so incredibly low, and it's in fact Chovy that falls down. These Mystic shots are so dangerous. Gumayusi and Doran both falling to the hands of Ruler, who only has a Nexus turret in his way before game number 3.
Yep. Ruler says, sorry to keep you waiting. I'm back, and you thought you could defend. You thought that was the end of it. Certainly not. Oh, the shot!
Oh, there it is. Gets the snipe onto Keria.
Now, the base survives for now as Baron fades away. But
they do manage to get some vision. They spot out that Gen.G's doing it. Gen.G wanting to catch them, not wanting to go for any sort of burger flip here, as you can understand. As Doran looks for Chovy, they kept this one leashed. Paranoia comes in, and they dive in. Oner gets there towards the dragon, but Chovy is right there waiting for him. It's Duro that takes down Gumayusi to start this off, and Kiin wasn't even here. Ruler takes out but the Poppy and the Elder goes down. Faker gonna get eaten by a dragon, and Gen.G, of course they are. They're gonna bring us to a game 3 in this absolutely ludicrous first series between Gen.G and T1 of LCK 2025.